back. Now, various communities across Durban are bracing for two-day-long water cuts, but the city insists there is nothing to worry about as water tankers will be provided. Now, water will be cut off to add another steel line to the existing one, this in Cato Ridge. Our reporter Mawande Keswa joins me now from the Durban CBD for an update. Mawande, good afternoon to you. What's the latest from where you're standing?
Good afternoon. Well, we have been able to visit at least 5 of the affected areas. We've gone to Hammersdale, we've gone to New Germany, Pinetown, Cato Ridge as well as in Chongweni. And what we found there is that there's water there. There's no sense of panic among the people. Everything is going accordingly. We spoke to some families and there's no issues. And over and above that, the municipality had said that water tankers would be sent out to those areas. But to get an update, I'm going to speak to the municipal spokesperson, Msawake Maisela, to just give us an update. Firstly, let's start off with just addressing the issue of some people being in a panic or a state of frenzy. We visited some areas, there's water. Can you just update us on what the situation is with the plans that you've made to ensure that people are not without water in this time?
No, look, this is a very exciting project for us in that we are a city, right? If we are a city, we've got multitudes of people that are flocking to eThekwini for economic reasons, but also we've got quite a lot of tourists, and obviously there will be a substantial demand of water. So it is therefore of paramount importance that at all times we ensure that our infrastructure is ready to meet the needs of people who happen to come to eThekwini. So we've spent billions of rands for this project, and we're very excited that we have now reached the stage. So what is going to happen now is that our guys are busy emptying the old pipe that is going to be linked with the new pipe that is coming from Madam, where we are going to be sourcing water from. So what we did yesterday, we filled to capacity our reservoirs so that we minimize substantially the situation whereby our people do not have access to water in a normal way. So that's why you have seen instances whereby in certain areas, almost all areas, they still have got water, which is quite exciting for us. And we are also getting levels of our reservoirs each and every 2 hours that indicates where are we. It looks like we are faring very well, and we are excited about that one. But what is important is that our residents must cooperate with us and ensure that they use water sparingly, because failure which could have a situation whereby water is getting depleted way before we finish the task that we are currently embarking on. So it is very exciting that currently where we are, people still have got access to clean water or running water. But it was important for us to be proactive, to inform the residents. But all what we're asking is for our residents not to panic, because we have tried our level best to ensure that we put plans in place for them to continue to live a normal life. But it was of cardinal importance that we issue out notices that will be embarking on this colossal task. So we're very excited about it. So in the event that certain areas are without water because of this exercise, we do not have a problem. We've got our water tankers that are more than ready to rush to those areas and ensure that they provide water. So we are prepared. But we are very excited that for now people still have got water, but we are appealing to them to continue to conserve water so that they continue to receive water in a normal way.
Do you perhaps have an estimation or a number of water tankers that will be sent out to the 23 areas, if I'm not mistaken?
Well, I won't be able to give you the exact number, but all what I have been assured from our colleagues from eThekwini Water is that we've got more than enough water tankers that will be able to supply water to all these areas that we have listed, because we would not have embarked on this exercise without ensuring that we prepare accordingly. So we're very optimistic that the number of water tankers that we're currently having are going to be able to assist us in the event water is not supplied in certain areas normally.
So for those who might experience some issues, perhaps in the event that the water does stop flowing from the taps and water tankers are in areas, if they want to contact the municipality, perhaps they are not receiving water tankers, or there's any issues that arise linked to the installation of this pipe, what can they do and how can they get hold of the stakeholders involved?
Look, our residents, one thing that we are proud of is that we communicate constantly with our residents. They know our call center numbers. In the event that they experience problems, they will be able to touch base with us But over and above that, like I've said earlier on, that each and every hour we are getting the data with regard to the level of water in our reservoirs. So we'll be able that so-and-so reservoir is at this level, and therefore once we realize that water is getting depleted, then our water tankers will be mobilized. Other than our people, informing us, our reservoirs, the level of water will tell us, because we keep on receiving this information with regard to the level of water. Then we do not have a problem with that regard. So we'll be able to see this reservoir is supplying this area, the level of water is where, is low, and therefore we move with speed and go to that area and supply water.
We thank you there very much for your time. Here, Tegwini Municipal spokesperson Sawake Maisela giving us an explanation of where things stand with regards to the installation of the pipe and the situation around water in areas in the west.
All right, thank you so much, Mawande Keswa, for that update coming to us live from KwaZulu-Natal.